So when you see the red flags, you don't really pay attention to the red flags. They're there, but you don't really see them because you're making excuses for them. And they told you that we're the ones that were so bad and we're the ones that were so wrong, that when they start showing you who they really are, you really don't believe it's happening to you because they made you believe that you were better than us. You're better than the ex. By the time you realize that you've been abused and you're in a trap, it's too late. They have separated you from the people that love you. They've mind fucked you and made you believe things that are not true. They have manipulated you, conned you, taken advantage of you. They done took your money, fucked up your credit, messed around with your kids. They have done all horrible things. And then you wake up and be like, hold on, I'm in an abusive relationship too. Wait a minute, I'm a victim too. Hold on, why didn't I believe them when they said it? And it's because they played you. Now, see, we didn't have a choice because we were brought here. We saw them for who they were on the other side. We saw them then. Yes. But what you all did was they got you when you was over there before you even set foot on these shores. Black Americans have been in an abusive relationship with the United States since our most recent journey here in 1619. Yes, most recent because, of course, there's evidence that we were here prior to colonization. Go read a book and argue with your mama, because that's not the point of this video. So we've been in an abusive relationship with the United States since 1619. And just like any person who's been victimized in a relationship, we've told the future girlfriends of the United States, they're an abuser. And you need to listen to us, because what they did to us, they're going to do to you. You know who the most recent girlfriends are? The immigrants. See, you all thought that you were special. Because see, just like what any abuser does, when they abuse someone and then that person leaves them, the next person they go to, they start talking about the former. Yeah, they're crazy. They don't know what they're talking about. If you hear them say such and such, they are lying. So they try to get ahead of the game. They try to taint your mind to make you believe there's something wrong with the ex. In our simple minds and our arrogance, even in regular person-to-person relationships, we always think we're better than the ex. See, they're not going to treat me that way because I'm not like you. I'm special because they chose me now. And there's something wrong with you because they got rid of you, or they no longer want you, or they never treated you right, and they're going to treat me differently. And so just like with any abuser, they manipulate the new person into believing that the old person has done something wrong, has done something crazy, are crazy. And then they get with you and they try to convince you, they manipulate you. They get your mind off of what you need to focus on. So when you see the red flags, you don't really pay attention to the red flags. They're there, but you don't really see them because you're making excuses for them. And they told you that we're the ones that were so bad and we're the ones that were so wrong, that when they start showing you who they really are, you really don't believe it's happening to you because they made you believe that you were better than us. You're better than the ex. By the time you realize that you've been abused and you're in a trap, it's too late. They have separated you from the people that love you. They've mind fucked you and made you believe things that are not true. They have manipulated you, conned you, taken advantage of you. They done took your money, fucked up your credit, messed around with your kids. They have done all horrible things. And then you wake up and be like, hold on, I'm in an abusive relationship too. Wait a minute, I'm a victim too. Hold on, why didn't I believe them when they said it? And it's because they played you. Now, see, we didn't have a choice because we were brought here. We saw them for who they were on the other side. We saw them then. Yes. But what you all did was they got you when you was over there before you even set foot on these shores. They showed you all kinds of things in the media to make you believe all these crazy things about us African Americans. You know, we lazy. We're lazy, and we don't take advantage of the opportunities that we have here, and that we squander things. We haven't created anything. We haven't done anything amazing in history. And so they made you believe that you were special. They made you believe that you're different. You're not like them. Don't be over there with them. Don't listen to them. See, even at work, you know how when you get hired, they don't want you to discuss pay or responsibilities and stuff. Because see, what's happening is people are getting paid differently, doing the same work. Or one has more of a workload than the other, but you're getting paid less. As long as you don't communicate and talk, then you think that you're special. That's what they did to you. They told you that you were special. They said, don't go over there with them. As long as they can keep us separated and keep you believing that we're in the wrong, then you're going to do their bidding. You're going to now take the mantle and discriminate against us and hate us and talk about us and tell us that we're not good people and we are this and we are that. Everything that they've told you, you come back and bring it to us. So now they've manipulated you to the point where you actually do their dirty work. And then the election happened and you all showed up and you did exactly what they wanted you to do. And I'm not going to say not all, because you know, if you weren't the one that did it, then I'm not talking to you. So there's that. For those of you who did, you drank the Kool-Aid, you sipped the sauce, and you thought that you were different. And now look at you. Now you're looking at the ex-girlfriend to come and save you. You're screaming at the ex, why aren't you helping me? And the ex warned you. Child, we done sent the telegram, we sent the pigeon, railroad, the mailman, UPS, and FedEx. Child, we sent Morse code, everything. We told you that they're an abuser. We told you not to believe them. What you did was you believed them because you believed that you were special and you were different. And you believe that what they did to us would never happen to you. And I mean, it's in the history books. Whatever they do to us first, they then spill over and do to the immigrants. And then they spill over and do to poor white people. Like, the history is there. They don't have a new playbook. You just refuse to read. You refuse to believe what you see. And isn't that what happens? The abuser comes and with their charm, they lure you in. And they tell you how special you are. Oh, you're not like the others. You're so different. You make my life better. What would I do without you? See, with that last one, this is what they did and la-di-da-di-da. But with you, yeah, I'm glad you're here because you're nothing like them. That's how they get you. And then you get got. And that's why we've been in an abusive relationship the entire time we've been here since the journey of 1619. And we told you and you didn't listen. And look at you now. Look at your ass now.
Wow. Wow. That was a very perfect and good example. Sending warning and educating Africans about what is happening. It was a perfect example. Let's see one reaction here and then we continue.
Black Americans have been in an abusive relationship with the United States since our most recent journey here.
She went on to say how it's an abusive relationship and now immigrants and then poor white people are now going to find out the same things they did to us, they're going to do to you because they just lied to you. They said my ex-girlfriend was crazy. She wasn't crazy. So now you're a baby mama too and you're stuck and there's nothing you can do, right? So great analogy. But this like just hits home the point that the work that the Black American community did, a lot of you guys should be thanking us. We did not just keep this administration so long from not just doing what they did to us, but we kept them from doing this to other immigrants. That's why we included them, right? Because we weren't selfish like they were. These immigrants have been. These immigrants voted against us. We weren't selfish, and we're the only thing holding these immigrants back from seeing this. So now that's why we're sitting back and all this stuff is happening. We're like, you are on your own. And it needs to be that way because you need to learn to respect and appreciation of what the Black American community did. You need to read a book. There's a reason we're the most educated. We had to learn to beat this beast or fight this beast or navigate this beast. You only do it with education in this world. No, but not only did we hold back and protect those immigrants who then came and voted against us, but the whole world is seeing when we are not advocating and fighting and sacrificing ourselves for the humanity of this nation, you are seeing that worldwide effect, market manipulation, possible world war, enabling dictators. The world doesn't even see the inhumanity in this powerful nation and how Black Americans single-handedly and with great blood and sacrifice kept it not only back for us, but it kept it back for the world. And now that we are sitting back and we're not fighting, you guys have shown yourselves to be unworthy and undeserving of our sacrifices. Never will I extend myself for you guys. Again, maybe if you guys do a lot of, I don't think you have it in you. Never will I extend myself ever again to stop this beast. The beast is just out. The beast is savage. The beast is worldwide. The beast is looking at World War III. The beast is creating a Gestapo. The beast is bringing in dictatorship. The beast is backing, like, all of these things are taking place. It just made me realize, wow, our work wasn't just for us. It was for this world. And now that it's unleashed and we're not sacrificing our own lives for the humanity and soul of this nation, this powerful nation, it just really goes to show that the whole world just did not appreciate who and what. Oh, they like our music and art, but they did not appreciate our words. They did not listen to what we did. It took George Floyd being unalived on camera that sparked this worldwide protest, and I give thanks for that. But that was 2020. And now that we're sitting back and the world is seeing the destruction and pure destruction and evil that they have hid behind masks, and Black Americans are saying, we told you it was like this the whole time. We were trying to save you from something so bad. We included everyone to save you. And now we're stepping back. It just goes to show the world just did not even appreciate how much we were able to restore a bit of humanity to this very powerful system. And I'm writing this letter because I hope the world understands for the future what our sacrifices for ourselves did for everyone and keeping humanity within this system and within this government. But now that we're sitting back, the unfortunate thing is because we're generally kind people and welcoming, we have to let you suffer in pain, which is not something we want to do. Black Americans, honestly, we feel like everyone's our king. Like, I know that sounds weird, but it just really is. We're the nurturers of this world and planet, of this country. We try our best under the trying circumstances and oppression, and constantly have to reinvent even when they take who and what we are. But the whole world, I just hope you realize and appreciate what our sacrifices were for equality and justice actually did for this entire world. Because it's just so obvious now that we were fighting for you too. We didn't know it, but we were sacrificing ourselves not just for us, but for the world. But the world has been anti-Black. They liked our music, but not our blues. So now there's so much justice that needs to come and karma that needs to come. And unfortunately, even though it hurts, the people we tried to protect, they bit the hand that fed them. They bit the hand that kept this beast from being out of control. The only people willing and strong enough to stand up to this beast, even at loss of blood and life to ourselves, was us. And I just hope the world realizes that we at least gave them all this time and just really understand what it was that kept the humanity from being on stage like this. Because they would have kept it chattel slavery if we wouldn't have insisted. Fought, marched, worldwide, dogs, unalivings, lynchings, to this day. You just saw them shoot the kid the other day. I don't know. The world, just think about that. I really, truly want the world to think about it. That's who we were, and that's what we did. It affected way more than us. But unfortunately, like I said, we have to watch the world crumble because the world didn't show us that they are worth the blood sacrifices with our lives that we were making.
Too many white liberals say Black Lives Matter until you move into their neighborhood, until you marry their daughter, until you start competing for jobs, contracts, or influence. Dr. Martin Luther King warned us about this, so did Malcolm X, so did James Baldwin. White allyship often shows up when it is convenient, not when it is costly. When African immigrants arrive in America, many are told, "You are not like African Americans. You work harder, you are educated, you are different." That is not a compliment, that is a trap. It is how white supremacy sow division by flattering one group to shame another. But once you outlive your modern minority label, you will see what we have been saying. Here is the truth. You can speak Swahili, Yoruba, Twi, or French. You can hold a PhD or a prayer mat, but when the police pull you over, they do not ask what part of Africa you are from. You are just black, and that is all they need to know. Do not wait until racism knocks at your door to realize it was never just our fight, it is yours too. Some white allies are sincere. They march, they listen, they put money behind their words, but others, they use activism for clout. They tokenize you to look progressive. They want your presence, not your power. African immigrants must learn quickly. Allyship without accountability is performance. Do not mistake their guilt for loyalty. Black America is not your enemy. We are your family. We are warning you out of love, not bitterness, because the same system that enslaved us colonized you. And if we do not unite, they will keep playing us against each other. Build with us, learn from our scars. Let's stop being used, divided, and discarded. If this message hits home, share it with someone, Africa or American. Let's break the cycle of confusion and build the future we deserve.